Because that's where technology is at, boys. We can do really cool things with technology these days. Like having a podcast with people from all across the world.
Listening in.
Exactly. And even being in the panel, because anybody can join us on this show. It's
That's
a beautiful
true.
thing.
If you got an internet connection, you're fucking Gucci.
Pretty much, man. A microphone, at least a
Even
microphone.
Well, at least a cell phone.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Crazy shit. Well, speaking of crazy shit, we gotta pull a Patreon winner today.
That's a thing.
Fucking right. How are we gonna
So-
do that? Have we decided?
We're gonna have to do the randomizer. I mean, it's the way, isn't it?
It's the only way.
It is the way. I mean, I feel
It sounds like it would work. I mean,
it seems like it. So I think we should get into it, and we can pull this on off. So let's get into a podcast in go.
oh, dude, I actually thought we already started.
What's going on, friends? It's your boy Stan Tenacious TX Vapes. You are listening to the sexiest podcast since Betty White, and now, Shedtime.
Yes. Welcome back to another episode of the Shedtime podcast. This is how we do it.
What's up?
I have to do it like that so we don't get any kind of copyright infringement kind of suit. Because, you know, I don't know how famous Montel is anymore, but he's in a commercial now with that. So I don't want to be trying to, like, you know, spark problems. But that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. We have to pull a Patreon giveaway winner. And this is exciting. It's super exciting. So let me go ahead. I'm going to open up a browser window now, and we're going to go ahead and pull up the Patreon. We're going to get our members.
You got to do us a solid, though. You got to share the screen.
Oh, believe me, I
Because
intend
I'm
to do
excited
that.
for it. So I kind of want to see it.
Oh, no. There goes my camera. We're dropping out because I'm pulling a million resources right now. But at least I froze on a beautiful spot, right? So
Yeah,
we're gonna...
like you actually look like you're really on point. Like you're figuring shit out real well.
Ba-boom. All right.
And now it's just me. That's amazing.
Look at that. We're doing trippy things now. So we're going to do the follow cursor move. And here we go. We're going to hit this. We're going to go right to our Patreon. And we are going to pull the list of Patreon members right here. So let's pull the Patreon up. Let's go ahead and hit the randomizer.
Thank you to all our patrons, even if you don't win. There's going to be more giveaways. So don't you worry. This is
There'll
just
be more often now, too.
Yeah. This is just one. We always got something cooking up in the shed. You know what I'm saying? Sean's getting that randomizer. He's got that tab open. He probably does have a bunch of stuff going on. Hi, Shedtime Podcast. Yeah, what's up, Patreon?
Right. So we're going to go to the patrons list right here. And we're going to pull our names.
This will be cool, too, because then I actually will get to find out who's in the Patreon right now. Because I don't even know.
All right, so here we go. We've got Edgar, Matt, Kevin K, Lee. This guy is disqualified.
Yeah,
This is
100%.
Uncle Chris. So he is not in on this one. Followed by Ern. We've got this one right here. This is Dylan, who we had
Shout out
at
to Dylan.
High Horror Collector. We had him on the show. He's actually out on this one because he was given the first Patreon giveaway and he won a grinder. So he's out on this round. And then we also have Suburban Dirt Farmer in here. So
dude.
we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and take these names. While we're at it, what you guys smoking on while I build this list?
I'll go first. Here, let me go first because I'm like super quick. How about that? It's like
Sure.
literally one thing.
Go ahead.
know that
You're
you're
already
never
going.
one thing.
So
Yeah.
you already walked
Okay,
over me.
so I'm using strawberry banana, Dynavap, Let's Go, Indica, me, On Fire. James, go ahead.
Thanks.
No, dude, I just knew that I was gonna be that fast.
You done fucked up my role though, dude, because I had like something planned and now I fucking forgot everything I was gonna say. Anyway, bust out the old Puffco, got all Ted Shime all cleaned up and ready to go for today. Because I picked up some rocks and sauce, and rocks and sauce just works so well in the old Puffco. Oh, and by the way, peep the new mic, y'all. Sounding extra crispy for you guys this week. I'm actually pretty stoked about it. We talked about it last week on the episode, and yeah, it happened. I made it happen in a week. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, inside I've got picked up a bunch of farms from Farm to Friends is the brand, and I picked up a couple different strains. Just took a dab of this earlier. This is the Grinch. I've got some Mochi, of course. I've got a little bit of some Grease Monkey. Yeah. And then I also got a little bit of some Black Dog. All these are like live resin rocks and sauce situations. Still got a little bit left over from last week's pickups. So I've also still got a little, that garlic butter, a little bit of that perch, and some modified papaya, a little bit of frosted kiwi. Who knows? I might be dabbing a little bit of everything throughout the show. We'll see what happens. You guys will just have to wait and see. As far as like vapes go, I've got like one vape that I'm hitting today. Got the Pulse with some mixtape in there, some like guava jelly.
Well,
but yeah, dude.
Shit. So here it is, guys. We've got the list on the randomizer ready. We're on random.org. And as is the way in most of these randomizer situations, we're going to go with 3 randomizer hits. And on the 4th one, that's our final one. That's going to pick our winner. All right? So this way, it's completely fair because this is just the list as I took it off of Patreon. So I'm going to randomize it 3 different times so it's completely in a different order, and then the 4th time will be the official pull. So here we go. First randomize. Second randomize. Come on. There we go.
Yeah, I was like, it's not randomizing.
Yep. All right. Excuse me. So that's the second one. All
so
right.
this is for all the marbles right here.
Nope, this is the third one. This is the third random.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Now, here we go. This one's coming. This is
So
for
this
everything.
is for the dub. This is for the dub.
This is the one. This is going to be our winner of that sick-ass, custom-coated unicorn, tenacious unicorn mod. Here it goes. And the winner is Matt
Sinister.
Nice, Matt. Good for you, bud. Congratulations.
So shout out to Matt Sinister, our brother from another mother. You are the recipient, and you'll be able to get in touch with me. I already know this. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Matt Sinister is the winner of this one. So, guys, join that Patreon if you want to get in on one of these giveaways, because we got a lot of cool stuff to give away. And we're going to keep doing it for the patrons because I think that's just the best way. I mean, these guys are
and the
willing
sooner
to...
you get in, the better your odds are. Apparently.
Absolutely. As you can see, there's only a handful of people, so the odds are really good. So you guys want to try to win some cool shit, be able to watch the podcast, which is one of the greatest features and benefits. Get a fantastic discount code for that UC Testing Grounds liquid. I mean, it's worth it, guys. It's totally worth it. And now for what I've got to smoke on. I got some fun shit, right? So I got these nugs right here, right? This is called Apex. And I'm in love with this shit right now because, first of all, I'm going to put this nug up and see if... Oh, my camera's going to do this to me. Give me 1 second. We're going to reset my camera so this way we can really show this nugget. Boom. Beautiful little olive green nuggets. You see there's little hints of like purple through them. Not really showing up too well on the camera right now. But that shit's delicious. Smells like a sativa, hits like an indica. It's incredible. It's got super orangey terps. Next, I've got this from a company called Green Gold Group. This is called Bordello.
Oh.
And this ain't so bad either. This is a nice indica. Pretty tasty, and it's interesting to me because this is one of the more value brands here in Massachusetts. And the weed is actually pretty tasty. But then to have fun with all of that, boys, I have this. And you need to take a look at this.
Oh my, is that a ball of keef there, bro?
So it
That-
looks like to me.
That is one gigantically massive ball of keef.
That's what I thought it was.
Yes,
Dude, where'd
sir.
you get that?
I want it. I want it.
This was gifted to me by a friend of mine who he's got some friends who have some sizable grows that they're doing, and through the trimming process, lots of crystals fall off the material, so they trim over trimming screens, so that way it all falls and collects underneath, and then they scrape it all together, and that's what you end up with is stuff like this. And this is just some of what he has.
Dude,
apparently.
are you gonna be making temple balls, bro?
So I definitely am going to get my hands on some more parchment paper so I can do some of that with this for sure.
Oh, damn. Chris has got a nice amount there, too.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to what Sean had, though. to
Oh,
be
no,
fair.
but you're also not trimming pounds of plants over screens.
no. Yeah, it's like personal collection. Exactly. It's not from industrial fucking size fucking projects. You know what I mean?
My
Yeah.
problem is I have a hard time saving mine to get it to a large amount because anytime I have enough to like put in a bowl, I fucking scoop it up
Put
and
it in a bowl, yeah.
yeah.
See, this is the thing though, right? Is because this is the quality it is, it's really more of a bubble hash consistency.
Yeah, it's where it's like you could just put a bowl of that.
This shit
Yeah.
literally like bubbles. Like I topped a whole bowl
Dude,
with
you
it
can
last
that
night.
might almost full melt, huh? Pretty close.
It could potentially, because like so work gave us some samples, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the Bordello is one of those samples. They also gave us a sample of a new style of distillate syringe and a cartridge. So I took some of this Bordello and I rolled it up. And then I took some of that distillate and I coated the outside of the joint, and then I rolled it in some of this keef and made my own tarantula. It got to a point halfway down the joint where the combination of the distillate boiling and running and the keef mixed in that was like, doing its thing. Have you ever
Was
seen a
dripping?
joint burn in reverse? If I held the joint down as I smoked it, the dripping of the distillate and mixed with all of that keef would start to create this hash that would grow on the tip of the joint so that you were smoking that instead of the weed. It was the weirdest thing, but it was making the joint almost burn in reverse.
Or like
It's like
or
those,
like burn in
the
place almost.
stalactites or whatever, like that are in the fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like burn in place is probably a more accurate description.
Where
but
it's like it was lighting and everything that was like up there just started like continuing to fall down to where it had no
it was
chance.
just like
to-
perpetually feeding it. I wasn't even smoking the weed in the joint. I'm just
Yeah.
smoking
That
the
sounds
shit.
nice. That
Dude.
sounds real nice, dude.
I
want
was
one of
high as
those.
shit. I was high as shit. So shout out to my man Ringo who hooked it up with
Ringo
this
Star?
stupidly huge amount of keef. I am gonna have a lot of fun playing with this, including I'm gonna go put some of this this here Apex and a bunch of this keef on it, because that's fucking dope.
I'm like 3 dabs in already.
Yo, I hear you. I had a meeting earlier, so I had to start a little later than normal for my Sunday, which was probably a good thing. It's probably why
just-
I'm so hype right now.
Dude, we got in the shed, bro, and I was just like, time
It's
to
time.
go. And
Yes,
I,
sir.
loaded some up in the peak that probably would have been 2 dabs, but I just sat there and just kept fucking hitting the button and just letting it just stay temp and just ripping back to back to back to back to back, which is pretty nice. That's what I like about the peak, bro. Is you could literally, if you want to, just take back to back to back to back to back dabs, dude. Like you could just keep throwing it in there and letting it keep heating until the battery dies, pretty much. But then I also just threw in the old recycler because I can't go without ripping a dab out the recycler, just because it's a different experience. We talked about compression and stuff the other day, and dude, there's just something about it. But I'm kind of digging having the two options here. So it's like once the recycler's all hot and, you know, needs to cool down, if I want to throw a dab like right after, I still got the peak over here I could load up and just get down on.
Dude, that's a fact. That's a great point.
Did I freeze?
I like that.
Yeah, you froze, but you still sound good, so you're good.
Oh wow, yeah.
Your freeze face is not quite as good as Sean's, but it actually is better because it's more funny.
He looks a little shocked right now, which is kind of more appropriate. It's like, oh my god, I'm shocked that I'm frozen.
Like somebody goosed them.
I actually found out that that little G pen that we were talking about last week, this interior rubber gasket and everything is actually removable for cleaning. And there's actually a little corkscrew airflow baffle inside. So it kind of like spins and gives you a little bit of a vortex cooling scenario, which I thought was a unique design I was completely unaware of last week when we did the show. So that was pretty dope. And speaking of dope, it looks like we got James's camera back and working. So
I had no idea what just happened, dude. Zoom just said, fuck you, bro, you're out. And
You're back now, so
I was like
good.
mid conversation too. I was feeling it.
Yeah,
anyway,
man. Zoom, what are you doing to us, bro? It's
all I was
Russia.
saying is it's nice
Russia.
having.
They're hacking our show.
Yeah, all I was saying is it's nice having the peak and the recycler up and going at the same time because, you know, being able to just go from one to the other while, you know, one's either cooling or, you know, whatever.
Dude,
I like it.
I never feel the need to go that hard, so I don't know that, but like I appreciate that you like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
It's not going hard for me because it's just that's a daily thing, you know.
all
what I
right.
mean?
Well, let me just turn the
Everybody's
table on
got
that.
their own level.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's still going hard. Though.
Yeah.
Like, if you need something that often, like you're going pretty hard. I'm not saying you're going over the top. Just for me, that would be like I would be fucking done.
It just depends on what
10
you do,
minutes
bro.
from now, I'd be like,
Well, so let me flip that on you though, right?
I don't even know if I'd hear anything at that point. I would be like hearing colors, I think.
At this point, don't you own at least 2 different Dynavaps, right?
Yeah, I got 3.
So, have you not ever tried to just run both your Dynavaps so that way, like while one's cooling, you can pick the other one up and keep it going and just kind of bounce back and forth?
No, because I find that like by the time it's cooled down enough, like I can just hit it, or I just place it on top of my grinder. And my grinder's already cool, and it cools it down within 30 seconds, and I can just pack another one up. But honestly, most of the time I'll space it out. Maybe 5 minutes will be like the shortest amount of time between like a Dynavap. Like if I mean, hit 3 to my face, it'll take me like 15 minutes.
You know,
I'm saying, man. I think.
Yeah, no. Like I said, there was no judgment. I was just saying it's good.
I'm slightly judging the fact that you go so slow right now. Pick it up.
Dude, that's my speed.
I wasn't gonna say.
Don't speed judge. Don't speed judge.
I'm not speed judging. I think I'm speed shaming at this point. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah, I guess that's true. You're definitely passing judgment, and you're shaming.
Hey,
don't worry.
Speed shaming is my kink. Don't you kink shame me.
Listeners, all imbibe at different fucking points. Okay, don't shame them either. different strokes for.
But
different
you telling
folks,
me I'm going hard makes me feel ashamed.
Yeah,
No,
don't speed
hard,
shame
dude.
him.
So
That's going hard.
to you,
It's like if I tell you
but that's
that I
not
make
going hard.
40 mils in a day, you'd probably be like, "Dang, yeah, dude, you go hard." Would you not?
no.
You'd be like, "Oh, that's
40 mils in a day?"
Or it'd be like, oh, that's more than me. Cool.
Yes.
Not necessarily saying I'm
But
going.
do you feel like you're going soft? Because that's
for
what
me
I'm
to
saying.
show. Like, if I talk to most average people that dab, that wouldn't be going hard, bro. Going hard would be like throwing gram dabs. That's going hard, bro.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean,
Because I could be taking just small little dabs in each thing. You know what I mean? Just taking little ones. You know what I mean? I'm not throwing big, huge fatties in both these setups while I got them both rocking. That would just be a waste, and I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk with you guys. I'm just throwing little different, because now I got so many different strains. I have the opportunity to throw
you
a
wanna
different
taste-
flavor in each one. You know what I mean? And take just little tastes here and there.
I guess like realistically, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't judging.
No,
I understand.
Dude, I thought this
Because,
would just
no,
be a fun
No, but
thing
dude,
to
like
do.
I'm thinking about it
Let's
like
go down
vape
the
terms,
trail.
right? Like some people would be like, dude, you're ridiculous with the amount of setups that you always got going. And I'd be like, okay. I just like switching it up. So I guess it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I love
I'm
it.
like that person that just vapes like vanilla tobacco every day for the last 5 years. That's gonna be me with this kind of app.
Love it, dude. See, that's the beauty of the Dynavap. It's so versatile. It really is.
I think that's honestly just like a bigger overlook at how dope cannabis is. Because you can use
Just
it all
all
these different
forms,
ways
yeah.
for all these
There's
different
so
things.
many different forms and so
Absolutely.
many different applications. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
fucking
you can
life.
vape it, you can smoke
Georges.
it, you can eat it, you can use it topically. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, there's just a million different things.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those things that falls into like life's little gifts
It's-
of awesomeness. You know what I mean?
And there's still so much misconception behind it. You know what I mean? Just like misinformation.
Oh, absolutely.
It's sad.
I mean,
Well, that'll all change eventually to some
It's
degree.
happening. You know, we're seeing it. You know, we've seen a big change already in like the last few years, just like across at least across the U.S. You know what I mean? More.
Yeah, I'd say like
It's
up
a-
here, it's been like 20 years. Is like 20 years ago is when they decriminalized
Yeah, and like with you
it.
guys, it's like full on legal up there. It's like you guys are not even batting an eye at it anymore.
Now there's shops everywhere. I still actually, to be completely honest, like just on that subject, if I went back in time and I told myself, it's like, yo, dude, when you're like in your late 30s, they're gonna legalize weed like everywhere in Canada, like federally. You're gonna be able to just like roll in
Yeah.
like the beer store and buy whatever the fuck you want. I would have been like, that's wild. I don't think that that's gonna happen, but like, damn, that'd be fucking awesome if it did. And then it
Dude.
did.
I mean, I think the crazier thing is that like you have like national state owned fucking weed stores. Like yours is like a federally legal scenario.
Yeah, there
know?
are government stores. They were the first ones that opened too, but now there's all sorts. Like, I'm sure that if I wanted to open a store and I had the money, I could do it.
Oh, I'm sure now. But like it's just so cool to think about that. Like that's the state of Canada. Like the openness to it. That like yeah, dude, fuck it. Like we're gonna go full fed. Who doesn't want that? I mean, that would solve so many problems for so many people who want weed. I mean, even in a legal state like mine, I get people who come in and they're like, "I'm looking for some marijuana." You're like,
Well, like, dude, even if you think about it, right? Even people that don't utilize cannabis, like to some level, they're paying for people to continually get busted for cannabis.
right.
You know what I mean? So like, it's
100%.
literally a savings to those people.
100%.
Not only this, bro. Flip the coin on that. People that are getting caught for smoking cannabis are paying to get caught for smoking cannabis, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
part of
Oh,
it,
dude,
too.
it does,
You know what I
the
mean? That's
circle
fucked up,
doesn't
too.
stop, bro.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
bad.
stop.
But anyway, side note, because I'm slightly like parched from these dabs, and Sean, Mountain Dew,
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
We've been kind of like on this like new flavor of Mountain Dew tasting, talking, reviewing slight train thing. That was a clusterfuck of
Dude,
words.
do they
there.
always like have they came out with this many flavors this
No,
often for years? This
I
has
feel
all
like
been
this
pretty
has
fresh,
been,
right?
This has been like within like the last,
Probably 4 or 5 years at best. That they've been
originally
really
it used
focused.
to be like 3. They used to have like Livewire, the regular, and Code Red, and those were the 3, for years. And then like randomly they would bring out one, and it might last, it might not. Well, no, I feel like they've kind of been doing it for a while, but I don't think they've been coming out with as many flavors up until recently.
Yeah, like recently I feel like they've been just pumping
they've
them
been
out.
just pumping them out. And this one's Maui Burst, and it's Dew with a blast of pineapple flavor. And I saw it and I had to pick it up because we've been talking about the Spark lately, which is the raspberry lemonade, which is fire. And dude,
that's gonna be good. I have a feeling.
One thing I've noticed, dude, I've got a fridge full of them, Sean.
Sparking it up right now.
Bro.
Spark it up.
James, that pineapple one's gonna be so good. If you're not
Dollar
impressed, I'm gonna be
General,
so let
Sean
down.
had the little the 16.9 ounce 6-packs, 3 for $9, bro. So I grabbed
About
like
it.
6 of them bitches.
Dude, so is that you got 18 bottles that size for fucking $10?
Yeah, and you got 6 packs.
So I got 36 of them bitches for fucking
30.
$20, like plus tax, you know.
Dude, that's cheap though, for real.
But yeah, I'm gonna try this out, man.
Dude, it's gonna be good.
That is pineapple, bro. Like
Pineapple soda first. Oh.
pineapple soda, bro. But it still has that dew aftertaste, bro. You know, like that, dude.
Oh, man.
Oh, I know the perfect liquid for this. Where's it at?
See,
Shout outs to Frankentones. Passion fruit pineapple.
Yeah, that's from Frank and Atticus 2.
Oh yeah, Frank and Atticus. Sorry. Shedtime. You know, you get things mixed up. Oh
You're
yeah.
excited. You're tasting pineapple,
dude. Yes.
bro.
That is amazing. Oh wait, what was the next? Let's try the one we tried on Friday. The old mandarin lime.
oh, that ought to bang too with the pineapple.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's got to taste better than fucking French fries.
Yeah, dude,
that was
French
so
fries, oh
weird,
my
bro.
God.
If you guys watched the green room, it would be 2 Fridays ago, I guess, when you listen to this. But I tried some of the Spark with this, and for some reason, it gave me like a McDonald's French fry vibe. I don't know why.
Yeah, like continually, not just once.
Yeah, multiple times. You want to say cactus cooler, bro?
Ooh.
Dude, that's a much better result.
With the little
That's a
hint,
much
with
better
a little hint of lime, dude. Ooh. All I'm saying is this shit's delicious. If you like pineapple sodas, and you like Mountain Dew, and you like that kind of like aftertaste that you get when you drink a Dew, try the Maui Burst.
Oh man, see, this just like solidifies, like, we need to go and get some of those like random snack boxes sent to us so we can like review them on a show.
We should do. I think they got like sodas and stuff too.
Yeah,
like an international random
yeah,
thing?
like the ones that are like,
Okay.
here's like fucking, you know, some weird Kit Kat flavor from Japan, and this Korean candy bar, and this other weird fucking bag of chips from Russia or whatever.
Dude, I just want to know what a Coke tastes like from Japan. Like, do you think it tastes different?
I mean,
like a can of Coke?
I would assume, due to like water and stuff, that it's gonna at least taste a little different. But I'm kind of glad you just went there, because I read an article recently about there's an actual reason why Coke at McDonald's tastes better than
they use more
else.
syrup in their mix.
So actually, that's not entirely what it is. It's the fact that they go through more syrup because they sell more Coke. So you always have fresh syrup. What the other thing is that they have a very specialized stainless steel syrup container that only McDonald's gets for Coke. And so as a result, they're able to cool the syrup before it's introduced to the carbonated water. That in turn allows them to pump even more carbonation into the Coke, which is why people find McDonald's Coke to be better than any other one.
Yo, dude, how smart is that though? For real, if that was like purposely,
It's an exclusivity deal signed between McDonald's and Coca-Cola. Nobody else can get that but McDonald's.
Crazy.
Brilliant.
okay, but I kind of want to, like, on the note of getting some international things, like I kind of want to see if we could all get a Coke from Japan.
Oh yeah, dude. I want to.
It'd
Like,
be
I've
sweet
had
if we had a
Mexican
really
Coke.
heavy Japanese listening content,
Dude,
but like
we gotta
I'm pretty
find a
sure-
site. There's
not
got to be
quite
like
there.
a site that does like
Oh, there are tons of them.
international, like drink boxes.
There are tons
I'm
of
gonna
them.
Google this shit right now, bro.
They're out there. So yeah, while you're looking at that, that sounds like a fantastic place for us to explore, because I mean, we all like food, we all like snacks. Everybody who listens here, you have to eat, right? So like, why
it's like
not?
one thing everyone has in common.
Like, everybody got to eat.
Water and food.
Oh, and oxygen. We got to breathe.
Yeah. And sleep. Ultimately, you have to sleep.
Yeah.
Even if you don't sleep that much, you still have to
I can't
sleep at some
review
point.
air, though. I mean, you know, we could be like, hey, guys, so the air outside here in California is still shitty. Still smoggy as hell. It's dry and hot. Back to you.
I guess that's like anywhere, though, right?
You know, stick my head out the window out here. It's raining sideways. And around here, it's easy to rain sideways. The ocean's that way.
Dude, if I lived close to the ocean, I would go there once a week in the summertime. Like, not necessarily to swim, just for like the sounds and like the views.
I'll say this: this particular part of Massachusetts, the beaches here are awful. They're just full of rocks. They're not like the fun beach that you want to like walk barefoot in. Like, I wish that like the beaches in my area were like that, but they're just not. If I was near one of those, I would be on the beach all the time. Unfortunately,
okay, maybe I should just say like oceanside, because I would still take what you're talking about over like not doing it. Just because I can just kick it with the ocean, man. Like,
I'll go down there and just chill and like smoke a fatty.
That's where I would probably
you know?
go smoke a joint. Yeah,
I have found a site, bro, that's got a bunch of international sodas and shit. I found a couple different dews I've never seen. Like, have you heard of Mountain Dew Violet? I haven't.
I haven't heard of half the ones that you guys can get.
Or Mary Mashup, cranberry, pomegranate flavor. What?
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, but they've got like fucking different it's called Soda Pack. Like at PAK. Pepsi Blue. Oh, it's out of stock.
Oh, the OG Pepsi Blue. That shit was good.
Pineapple J Cola, which is a pineapple Pepsi from Japan. Some of them are kind of pricey, dude. Like $5 for a can.
Well, I mean, that's just a try, though. I mean, if you think about it like that, it's like a can of beer.
You can get
$5.
a can of Cactus Cooler on here for $4, dude. Don't do that. I could get that shit. We don't need to do that.
Yeah, but once again, like, if I'm only gonna get
they
one,
do have
I'll
mystery
pay it.
boxes too that you could order and just get a box sent to your fucking crib. Like, they've got a $100 box, $80 box, $50 box, a $30 box. They got 2 snack packs too, a $30 and a $50 pack. Their website is very hard to find stuff through because you literally just have to scroll through all their shit. This is a subscription for 4 bubbly sodas. But are they international? Oh no, they're fucking just random shit. Oh. Anyway, I'm sure we can find something somewhere.
See, those kind of services exist. I know, like,
They're out there.
yeah, like there's plenty of them out there. And I think it'd be just wicked fun for us to try. I mean, as you just saw, obviously you just found one just by a quick search. So, and if you guys out there listening have ever tried that yourselves and have stories about it and you want to share them, send us an email, thegreenroom.shedtime@gmail.com. So simple, right? Or go to the shedtimepodcast.com. You can go right to the contact section, and there's a link to it right there. Just click, and you can send an email there. Super easy. But yeah, I want to hear people's stories about it if they've ever done it, because like I'm not typically like the loot crate kind of guy, but like I always see cool shit people get from them.
I've done a couple of them. They're pretty cool.
You know, like there's always cool, dope ass shit. Like I remember seeing there was
weed ones, bro.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Like Hemper Box. I've seen some of like
I almost got one, dude, because they dropped like these like dope alien ones, and it comes with, like a little alien rig and like a bunch of other shit. And I was like, for $40 or $50, is like $120 value. I was like, hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, they just did one recently that I saw them advertising that the bong in it was a Super Mario bong. It was like the warp pipe with the what do you call that? The fucking
Yeah, they do some cool stuff.
angry flower that bites you.
There's a bunch of other ones too I've seen too. I think there's one called like Stash Box or some shit.
Yep. There's some dope ones out there.
We should, dude. Maybe we should try one of those. Or I might look into one because some of them aren't very expensive.
I mean,
I can get like a $40-$50 box and get like some pretty cool stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I get into,
you could do like one-time subscriptions too on most of these sites if you don't want to do like a monthly thing, because they do also
just
do
like
that.
order a box.
Yeah, you could order this month's mystery box and see what.
But then if you do end up doing like, if you like it and you end up doing a subscription, you do end up getting like a slight discount, I think.
Yeah, like you might do $40 once.
Yeah, you get like one for free at the end of it or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's the thing. Like,
hey,
if it's worth it
if
to you,
you're into it, yeah, and you're into like collecting stuff, or you use a lot of like papers, or like, because that's mostly what you get in it too. It's like you get like one glass piece, and then you'll get like different kinds of papers or like wraps, and a couple different like random accessories. Like some filter tips or like a lighter, or
it makes for cool gift giving too, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Like if
you got a buddy that like it's like his birthday and he's a mad stoner and you want to fucking hook him up with some shit because he always breaks it or never has it, give him a Hemper, or a stash box or something,
or donate the stuff you didn't want from yours.
Yeah. Or just collect all the random shit from the ones that you got and then just throw it into one and like, hey, bud,
I wasn't feeling this pipe and I wasn't feeling this little
hey man,
bong.
It's paying it forward. It's not giving away the shit you don't like. It's paying it forward.
Well, hey,
like that.
Different strokes for different folks,
yeah,
right?
We talked about that plenty on this show.
You know what I mean?
I think we started the show off on that.
Yeah, what's right for you may not be right for me, and that's the best.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go hard real quick.
Hey, it's better than grape vans.
Oh, but here's the thing, man. I've got 7 different selections today, and that's always the worst situation, especially after you've already had like a couple, because then you really don't know which one you want to try. Or even though I've tried them all already.
You try the one with the most. Period.
Oh, well,
notice the difference?
4 of them have the most in them because they literally just showed up in my mini fridge yesterday. They didn't show up. I picked them up, but they're in my mini fridge now.
You haven't learned that magic yet?
Yeah, dude, the magical mini fridge, bro. You open the door and shit just appears in it.
Yeah, it's like you always got fresh dabs and fucking fresh
Mountain Dews,
soda
bro.
pops.
Fresh Dews and fresh fucking dabs, bro.
Dabs and dews, babe.
Yeah, a little dabble do. Ha! Sorry.
Yes.
We'll do some of the we'll do some mochi. Dude, the only crazy thing about this Friendly Farm stuff, and I'm slightly disappointed, just slightly, because it's like, after all, I do get a nice high off of it, is the color of some of this stuff trips me out, bro. I'll show you guys real quick. Hold on, let me get this jar open. Oh god.
Sticky?
Yeah, one of them ones, dude. God, you mother. All right, we might not be trying the mochi, because I can't get the goddamn jar open. There we go. Okay, maybe this one's not the one. It was a different one. This one doesn't look too shabby, actually. It was the Grinch is what it is. Let me see if I can get that one open. I want to show you guys this one because it's kind of weird.
Yeah, like I'm curious to see like what weird looks like.
I'm expecting like a darker poop soup type of color.
Oh. You might be onto something there, Sean. Because this
A darker poop soup.
the camera's not doing it justice, but it is a lot darker. You know what I mean? It's a lot darker in person.
It's a lot browner instead of more of an amber hue.
Yeah. And I was like, eh.
So
How was it though?
It's not bad. Here's the thing about the Grinch too, is it's a sativa. So you guys know me, I'm not huge on the satives. Yeah, I said satives. But it does a trick, man.
It makes me wonder if it's outdoor weed.
I don't know, dude. Here's what some of these are. These are actually where does it say? Cured sauces. So they're not just like your standard like.
So it's using dry cured flour. Okay.
Yeah, so that could be part of what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, one thing I've kind of seen is that a lot of your outdoor sun-grown flour tends to be a little bit darker when you run them.
It's just because of the conditions they're grown in.
Well, and that's it. I mean, they do tend to have a different kind of a terpene profile. They're usually a little bit more varied, and terpenes usually do affect color. I think it's interesting that terpenes can in themselves be a solvent, which is why we've learned in the industry to really store it in glass instead of plastics. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, let's turn this puppy up a little bit and take her for a ride, dude. Honestly, I just forget how, just nice the little Puffco Rip is. You know what I mean? Fits nicely in the hand. You just push the button. It does its thing. And once it's ready, it buzzes. Says, hey, take your rip, dude. And then you just go for it.
It's one of the most convenient things, too. Like, I was explaining to somebody the other day who was debating one. I was like, listen, if you're looking for a way to get the basically perfect dab every time without having to think, you want the Puffco. There's no reason not to get it.
Like, what are the chances of someone who's like super new to like dabs that would fuck up the Puffco? Like, could you turn up too hot and like burn it or any of that shit? Or
yeah, I mean, you could run it dry for sure, and you could damage the atomizer head and need to replace it, but it is a replaceable coil at the end of the day. It can be unthreaded and a new one put in. So it's not the end of the world if you did that. But ultimately, like, I think if you were to, follow instruction correctly, then just the basic instructions that a Puffco comes with, I think you could get in and try your first dab and get a successful experience with
so
no
it's like
prior
the amount
knowledge.
of even though it's a lot of money.
This is what I would say.
Like something that was like pretty
This is what I would say is if you're looking into getting one, if you know somebody that has one, try theirs first. You know what I mean? See if you like it, because it is kind of a pricey thing to get into. And like Sean says, there is, some things that can go wrong with it if you're not fucking paying attention. If you load it too much, you're going to flood your atomizer and just going to get all fucking sticky and just like terrible. You got to clean it. You know what I mean? So you got to stay on top of that, because I left mine for too long and it was just caked with just reclaim and just stuff, because I've overpacked it over like a few times, and I've made my own mistakes. But at the same time, you can get a very nice dosage out of it without going too crazy. You know what I mean? You could put what could look like a pretty large amount in there, but if you do it on a cooler temperature, like if you do it on a blue, like the lowest setting, you're going to get a nice flavor hit off of it, because you're only going so hot to where it's mainly all the terpenes and stuff that you're getting off that first rip, and they're nice, mellow, and smooth. And with it, you hit as much as you want, and then you stop. You know what I mean? And then the cool thing about it too is if you got a buddy with you, you could just push the button twice again while it's heated and pass it, and it's still heats up, and then your buddy can get a rip off that same dab. Or if you wanted to, if you take your rip off of it and then it buzzes and says, hey, it's cooling down, you could set that down and then come back to it later and reheat and rip that same dab. You know what I mean? So it's also kind of a way to conserve, because you're not burning it all up within that one hit like you would in a normal banger, because most of the time you throw a dab in a banger, you're ripping it all until it's gone. You know what I mean? And
that's the point of it.
And that's the point of it. But that's also, kind of the give and take with this. But also you can turn this thing up, throw a pretty decent amount in it, and get a pretty fat rip. I did it to myself last night and about killed myself. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because I forgot. But
The thing of it is like it's really designed to never burn your dab. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
even
So,
at the hottest setting, like it'll only get so hot, maintain that temperature for so long, and then eventually it will turn itself off. But you are also able to bypass that. So if you bypass that too many times and there's not really anything in there, you could just overheat the fucking thing, and you know what I mean? But you also need to make sure that you keep your atomizer clean too. And I mean by that I mean like the actual ceramic bucket that you're dabbing out of. You know what I mean? What I do is I take it out every now and then, heat it up with my torch, and just burn all the nasty fucking shit that's been caked up on it. You know what I mean? And then I've got a nice clean ceramic bowl to throw back in there, and then I'm good to go.
yeah,
But you
man,
could also buy replacements for fairly
Maintenance.
cheap too.
Maintenance.
Dude, there's
people.
even quartz inserts you can get for these, which I'm thinking about grabbing.
I was just gonna ask you if that was a thing because
It
like
is.
I've used other stuff like those, and like I had one a while back that it was 510 threaded, so I could just screw it onto any regulated mod that I owned in my collection and use that to power it, and it was great.
Yeah.
And the thing that I loved about it was that there was actually a little quartz nail in there that I could use, and it hit exactly like a real dab rig should.
I need to get one. I've thought about it for a while. I've looked into them. I found a couple places that have them for, not too expensive. Some places, of course, it's dependent on the name or whoever's making them, because if you get one from like an established, person, it's usually a little bit more pricey. But there's some out there that have some pretty decent reviews from what I've seen that I might check out.
Yeah, I mean, the Dr. Dabber is obviously one of the well-renowned versions like that. There's some good ones out there. I had one from Pulsar. It wasn't bad. It's one of the more affordable brands out there. The one thing I'll say if anybody gets into one of those 510 threaded devices like that is you have to be voltage minded, right? Because the way those things are designed, you could pop a lead in there and it'll still heat, but it fucking ruins your resistance, and now you can't ever get the voltage you need to properly heat. So you have to be mindful of your voltage. You don't want to go overboard. You can always, run, say, 3.4 volts and do another heat cycle if you have to. You can't go back if you pop a lead. That's for people out there maybe who aren't familiar with like the whole vapor technology stuff but have something like that lying around. You have to be cautious of that. It can get dangerous. I will say it's interesting. We've been talking a lot about tech lately. Because we talked about the audio tech last week, a lot of dab tech last week and this week. It's interesting, man. We seem to be very technology minded these last few weeks.
I don't know, man.
I think that all of us like certain amounts of tech for sure.
That we use a lot of it, bro. You know what I mean?
do.
At least I do. As far as just vape tech, dab tech, audio. Like all that shit I use quite often. So my shit freeze again?
No, I think that mine did.
Okay, because I was like, all you guys are both frozen on my screen.
You're frozen on my screen.
Oh, I'm good now.
Okay, we're good. We're back.
Dude,
God damn it.
Up?
Zoom,
Wow,
get your shit
Zoom.
together.
Yeah, Zoom is struggling right now.
Hopefully.
Dude, I
that
just thought it
doesn't
was
affect
my
anything.
turn because
Nah.
it happened to James. I thought it was happening to me.
No, just me, dude. Yeah, dude. I just use a lot of tech on a daily basis, man. And I've been thinking about upgrading stuff. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, this is one thing. It might just be me, guys. I think it's my internet.
Yeah, you're not
we
even
still hear
popping
you
back
though,
up.
good.
There you go.
so-
You're moving again.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on. I might have to go check my router. I apologize for the Shedheads, but I'm thinking about picking up a terp slurper, man.
Really?
I'm thinking about it, man. Just to try it out. You know what I mean? I can get one that's not crazy, expensive that I can, throw like a couple dabs through and I just want to know how it functions, bro.
Okay, what's a
feel
turf
like-
slurper again?
This is the one that's got like the little dish at the bottom, and it's got like the tube that comes up, and it's got the marble and like the pill in it, and you like put the dab in the like little dish, and it gets sucked up to the tube, spins with the pearl, and you've got like the little marble on top. It's like your little carb cap sort of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fucking interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy, dude. Here I could actually.
I was gonna say I was pulling up a picture right now. So
Well, I'm
that
gonna
I could
actually
You can
show.
just
pull
share
up,
screen though.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it as soon
Just
as I
share
get
the
this
screen.
guy's Instagram up because this guy
Because man,
uses
there's
them
some
quite
of
a
these
bit.
things, they're like so next level that when I look at them, it's kind of just jaw
Let's
strikes
find
me.
a
Like I'm
good
just
one.
like,
Let's find a simple slurp that he's got because this dude's got some crazy ones. Here we go. And then we're gonna do this. This is a terp slurper, bro. So he's got.
oh,
Like,
so
the
you
two
put the
pearls
actual
there.
concentrate in the bottom?
Yeah, in the little dish right here. A little saucer, and then it's got holes that go through into the center section where those beads are. Spins it around, and then the vapor goes up through here. And this is like your carb cap.
Okay, so there's no water filtration, but
No, there's water. This is just the end. This is just
Yeah, what you're seeing is a
oh,
banger.
that's like the bowl. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay,
look.
okay.
See, here's a full picture.
Oh, okay.
There's the slurp.
Whoa, that one looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, because that one's got like a pill in it instead
That's
of
a
bead.
fucking dab, bro.
Yeah, so now he's gonna load the dab, and
This
you
guy
see
don't
it
fuck
melt.
around, bro.
And now there's the whole function of the rig and the terp slurper, and that's a beautiful slurper. And
Dude, that's a
carb
beautiful
cap.
rig,
Like
too.
the whole setup is gorgeous.
Yeah, dude, Cali Dabs has got some fresh shit, dude. Like,
Dude, that guy just like that was a lot of concentrate.
dude, like, look at this one. This is a glob, bro.
Okay, so
Oh.
obviously when you heat it up, you don't put the marble on. You put the marble on after.
Yeah. The ones inside are probably usually in there, though. Most
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah, because the idea is that the ones that are inside that tube, they are getting heated as well, so they're additional heating surface area for it to vaporize against.
See, this is the only thing that I don't like is how much is going.
Yeah, you like. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
he's,
dude, they're
he's ripping
hitting like the-
monster.
Yeah, that's why.
they're
That's
fucking
part of the
huge
reason why I don't
tabs,
like
dude.
throwing fatty dabs. Like, look at this thing, bro. This is ridiculous because he's literally got all of his pearls in.
in the slab.
It said, "I love you."
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Like that's just a straight like mini sheet,
Mini slab dabs, bro.
you know.
See, but there's so many different variations because this is another terp slurper. But look at how big and wide.
Yeah,
the
this
dish
one-
is
and this one's
with
a
the
little more
one single
simplified.
pearl. Yeah.
It's kind of like a combo of a traditional
Banger,
bucket with a terp slurper, which I actually like the design of this.
I feel like this one would be way easier to clean. That's another thing. The maintenance and just like cleanliness of it makes me not want to use it because like I feel like it would be a bitch to clean after every hit. That's why I love
look
my
at
banger.
look at how the oil slings up the sides though. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it going down like the down stem.
the vortex going up the sides of the.
But dude,
the
he's
walls.
like
It's wild.
those are huge amounts, man, for
Yeah.
sure.
Dude, this one's stupid because he takes it through the side. Look at how much is just
wasting.
look at why. Are you
Just-
even why?
Just because you can, because it
Yeah.
makes good content.
But dude, he has some fucking crazy shit. Dude, I want one of these so bad, Sean. I want one of these
Ah, yeah,
so bad, dude.
Look at the performance on this, Chris. This is
I want
crazy.
this so bad. The fucking propeller, bro.
And the propeller is hot. It's in the banger when you're heating it. So again, it's all additional surface area. So it's just slinging oil and giving it more places to vaporize against.
Plus, it looks like there's a lot less going past the bucket.
Well, this is a traditional bucket style banger.
it's a lot deeper of a
So
situation.
he's
got
not
more
getting the
space.
wall climb action.
He's getting some, obviously, but because you're gonna get some.
By the way, those are pretty cool,
too.
man.
Will had one of these things.
A recycling banger?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now that is some wild function.
Yeah. Oh, he just sucked a pearl down.
Oh,
Oh, there goes some more.
Hope your perks are wide enough.
Oh, dude. Oh,
There
there
goes
goes
another
another one. That's crazy.
Oh,
dude.
man. Imagine if you
man.
Dude,
imagine
have
if
you
you had
seen this?
fucking sealed matrices. That'd be
This shit
terrible.
starts looking like a DNA strand, bro. See, I would have put something in here to keep those ones from going up in there.
I agree.
Yeah, he's got a few up there already.
This guy don't care.
I guess it is. It's for the content, right?
Dude, the shit
He's
he's
probably killing
dabbing
it,
though,
dude. Look
bro.
at the views
The 710 Labs stuff that he's dabbing, some pricey stuff, dude.
that he gets for free.
Probably.
You know, right?
Influencers
yeah, I've been-
are influencers.
I've been
bro,
thinking
no matter
about
where.
picking one up, man, just to try it out.
I would, dude. I mean, at this
It looks
rate,
interesting enough, man, for sure.
you know.
Now, Chris, that is going hard, bro.
Okay, yeah. Well, those
Fall
look
back.
like they're probably like all half-gram dabs.
Yeah, at least.
Some of those for sure. Like that fucking flag that he dropped. That had to be at least a quarter gram, easily.
If not more.
Like, yeah, that is going hard in the paint. Shout out to those who can, because I ain't got it like that.
Dude,
If
I
had it like that,
can't
I'd go like
do that, bro. I might be able to go back to back to back to back, but I can't do one fat one like that, dude. I'll just sit here and die.
I was saying something to a customer one day, because I was like, listen, it's all about mentality, right? Like, if I had it like that, I could smoke a gram of concentrate in about an hour or two. If I had it like that.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, but
want
could
to.
you do it in 2 fucking bowls? Like, you
I
fill the
mean-
bucket up twice. Could you do it like that?
Depending on the product and the setup, yes, probably, because it's that's the thing, right? We go back to last week's talk about compression. If it's got really hard compression and it hits right, it got a good chug to it, I probably could do that because I'd have enough diffusion and compression going on in places that it wouldn't kill me. But that's a big ask. Could I do that with
It's
what
a
I
challenge that
currently
you'd be willing
own?
to accept, is what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be willing to try that.
I mean, I could take a half-gram dab. Will I survive a half-gram dab? That remains to be seen.
Will
Yeah,
I
like,
enjoy that
I could
decision
definitely
very
put
well?
it in there. Will I be okay afterward? I don't
Right,
know.
yeah.
I'll
Probably
finish
not.
it.
Probably not.
I'm like, you bet your ass I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
ain't
not gonna
wasting it
waste
once I
it.
do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste it, but it might be a waste of doing it after the fact. You know what I mean? Like I might be wasted.
Yeah, I'll be wasted after.
Yeah.
Just lying on the floor for 20 minutes twitching, like, having a goddamn aneurysm. Sean okay? Yeah, he just took a fucking half-gram dab. Don't worry. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll survive.
Give him some Mountain Dew. He'll wake up.
Yeah, give him a spark. Speaking of which, do you get like a nice little sour bite at the end of that?
I love it. Yep.
Yeah, dude. I was sitting here drinking one the other day, and I was just like, even when it gets warm, it gets a little bit more of a bite
Yep.
to it, dude.
That's where
I'm
like the
ooh.
lemon shines in it, I think.
Yeah, it's good, dude. I like it a
And
lot.
It pairs up great because I've been vaping a lot of that guava lemonade.
Yeah, it
from-
goes good with that.
from
Don't try it with
deep
this
cuts.
mandarin lime though, dude, because you'll get French fries.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Lime,
dude,
French
who wants
fry
that,
gang.
man? I definitely
Not
don't.
me, bro. Shit,
Dude, there's
I thought
never
it would've
been a
good.
savory vape that I've liked. I've tried a couple of
I'm gonna
different
try
ones
it
that
again
other
right
people
now.
said, and I never liked them.
I don't.
I can't do savory.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
try
that's
it with
not
a little
entirely
black
true. You made a great savory vape, technically. Peanut butter.
Okay, so sorry. I mean, like more like the regular food.
Now that, my friends, is a pairing. Blast off.
Oh, and the pineapple?
Yeah.
Well, dude, pineapple's a citrus, so like that's just a citrus soda basically, but it's a pineapple.
Well, that's
I
pretty
guess.
much what it was with this too. The mandarin lime. It's all citrus.
So the thing is, right, is like I assume you guys have all had like a pineapple Fanta, right?
I think I might have.
Or at least some sort
I've
of
had
pineapple
Pineapple Crush,
soda.
though.
Similar
yeah,
but
yeah.
different.
So
Similar but different.
that's the thing, right? Is
I've
like
had, like, the
pineapple.
Jones's pineapple soda for sure.
Yeah, like I find like regular pineapple soda. Hey, hello. It's that
Dude,
time of
that's
season,
freaking
guys. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can hear the
Yeah.
pipes, but it's
Yeah,
that season
I could.
again. Yep. It's nice weather for the last couple of days. That means everyone had to get the bikes out. So
Good on
yeah,
them.
I'll
Be
tell you
careful
what.
out there. There's still probably like sand and stuff on the
Dude,
road.
absolutely. It's not a safe ride right now. So if you're listening and you're thinking about getting the bike out while the weather is good, just be extra cautious because, it is
Well, you
definitely
should-
not clear yet.
You got to be anyway, man. It's not so much you that you got to worry about to the other people on the road, man.
Absolutely. I mean, I stopped at the gas station earlier and like I saw a bike come in and I was like, all right, you know what? Like, I'm going to wait extra couple of seconds longer before I pull out because I want to give him that extra space. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, I'm one of those guys too. Like when like I'm sitting in traffic or whatever, because out here you can legally split lanes as long as you don't exceed a certain speed. If traffic's moving slow. If I just keep an eye on my mirrors. If I see some dude coming through, I just scoot over just a bit. You know what I mean? Give the guy some space. And then you see these guys in front of you move closer instead. Like, no, I'm not gonna let this guy through. It's like, come on, dude, you guys aren't moving, so I can let him do his thing.
Dude, that's
He's
like
not breaking
that
a
seems
law.
like such a strange thing that you can lane split. And it feels like there'd be way more people that would get in accidents because of it.
Well, a lot of people do get in accidents is because they don't know the laws out here, and it is something that you can legally do. That, and you can also be in the carpool lane on a motorcycle now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I actually kind of get the California mindset of that because, like, right? Like
Or the reason why
carpool-
people have motorcycles out here is to bypass the traffic.
and it also lowers emissions compared to a typical passenger vehicle.
It also makes it safer for people because that lane of traffic will have less traffic in it more commonly.
And
Exactly.
usually those carpool lanes are like it's dedicated one way, so it's not like you even have to worry about an oncoming car. It's literally everybody's in their single travel lane. So actually, like it makes so much sense, and yet I can't believe it's not implemented more widely.
I think it's a way for them to bypass the amount of accidents that were happening out here.
Yeah, and I bet you that like there's quite a few motorcycles that it's easier to split lanes too.
Oh yeah, like if you've got like a small like sport bike or like a street bike sort of situation, a lot of times those are pretty easy to do that on. Or even if you've got like a small roadster sort of situation, like a speedster Harley or something like that, those smaller type of bikes, yeah.
Or you're
But
the
then-
punk rock silver fox, and you're just whipping
Shit,
your
you-
Vespa on the highway.
Or you're like my dad and you got the big ass fucking Ultra Glide Classic with the big old fucking fairing, saddlebags, and all that shit doing the damn fucking.
Yeah, but dude, he
lane
probably
split.
feels like he's fucking doing the damn thing when he's fucking leaving the house every time.
I'll
He's
tell
like,
you
yo,
what, man,
you fucking made it, bro.
my dad looks like a badass when he's on his bike, bro. I'll give him that. He looks like he's in his element, man.
I feel like
Nah, it's
like
beauty.
if you see that coming down to splitting lanes, like you feel like you have to park.
Oh,
It's
you
like
don't
just
you don't
part
even
the
need
seas,
to.
baby.
You'll hear
You know?
you hear him first, bro.
Yeah, like it's like Moses splitting the Red Sea,
And
like,
it's either his pipes or his radio, bro, because he's got his fucking kicker sound system going on that bitch. And
yes.
Dude, that's you know what, man. I remember when I was a kid, when I would be in a car, like riding with one of my parents or something, and you'd pull up to a light, and there'd be like a Harley Davidson with the radio just blaring at the fucking stoplight. I remember thinking at that point, like, that's really fucking cool. And also, when I got a bit older, I was like, that's really obnoxious. And like, I like when people give me dirty looks when I'd have my windows down, blaring like leftover crack or some shit, and people would just be like looking at you like,
dude,
"Eh."
the funniest thing,
And if
bro,
I was on a motorcycle, like I could not hide from
Bro,
it. Everyone would have to hear it.
the
It'd be
funniest
sick.
thing, bro, is when you pull up next to like a biker, bro, and they're playing like some old like 80s like disco shit or like some just like random stuff, dude. I think I pulled up next to somebody and they were playing ABBA, bro. like legit, just like.
Dancing
But he's
Queen.
all leathered out, bro, and he's got ABBA blaring on his fucking. Dude, it cracked me the fuck up, bro. It was hilarious. But my dad is one of those guys. He'll be sitting there, be riding down, listening to some fucking Tone Loc, bro, Funky Cold Medina or some shit like.
Oh man, I
Fucking
want
love it.
I want to hear him with some George Thorogood. One bourbon, one scotch.
Dude, Dad,
one beer.
my dad's he's got a couple playlists that he like has on an old iPod that he'll hook up.
Dude, that's awesome.
You know,
Dude,
love it.
my dad, dude. Honestly, I feel like one of these days we need to get my dad on the podcast.
Oh man, I'm sure he's got some crazy stories.
Oh, dude, I want him to tell stories that he hasn't even told me yet, because I've got some good ones that he's told me. But like, what I want to do, bro, is I want to get him a little shed time first, and then do the podcast. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Papa Janklin vibes just a little bit at nighttime, to help him sleep. So I might be able to kind of, twist his arm a little. Dude, I just feel like that'd be so much fun, dude.
Oh man, it's funny you say that, because like I know, like I hear my father-in-law tell stories, and I mean he was like in the military out there in California, in the Navy and stuff.
That's my dad.
And so like
man.
he got some wild stories from his military years. He's got wild stories from his life growing up here in the city, in the Boston area.
I heard some crazy like party stories from my dad back when he was like in the like Marine Corps and shit. And like fucking having to strap one of his buddies to the bed because oh boy got a hold of some shit and couldn't handle it, bro. But couldn't take him nowhere because they was in the military, bro. He could get kicked out. So like, oh dude, I've heard some shit, dude. Just that and the stuff that they used to just do out on the farm and stuff back in the day. Him and his buddy Steve. Shout out to Steve, dude. Oh, dude, if we could get the two of them on here, bro. dude, you guys want to hear some good old country boy stories, bro? That'd be some fucking shit. Because, dude, whenever those two get together and you get a couple drinks in them, man, oh fuck, it's like they're 18 again sometimes.
Oh yeah, well yeah, man, like shit. I think everybody got a friend like that, right? Like at one point in their life where like you run into them again and it's like, oh my god, and you just kind of like nothing's changed.
Oh, dude, I have quite a few friends like that, and honestly, I'm so thankful for that. And one thing, it's like no matter where you are, that specific spot of your life, like you never talk about all the negatives whenever you see those friends either, and you always think about the good times. It's like a good way to like if you hadn't seen someone in a long time and you ran into somebody that gave you that vibe for you, you're gonna, no matter what, you're gonna be refreshed because you do think about like the good times that you have with friends and whatever else, and like you'll reminisce and be like, oh dude, you remember? And it's just like a good laugh. I always find that like those are refreshing for me. Just like thinking about good times, having good laughs. It's like,
yeah,
if
honestly,
we talk about
you're kind of reminding me of all the people I've lost touch with over the years, and it's like,
yeah, but dude, this is the thing.
to
When you see them again or you hear from them, just like cross paths, like you just gotta reach
dude, I
out.
did have one of the homies from like back on the street I grew up on hit me up not too long ago on like Instagram, and it was just like, dude, what up, man? And it's like we're all catching up, and dude, our lives have changed so much since the last time I fucking seen him. And he's got like 2 kids and shit now, but it's like crazy, dude. Because he was the kid that like I ran amok with when I was like in high school and shit,
Oh yeah.
Got pulled over one time for TPing some girl's house at like fucking midnight, and like we're driving home, and the dude just got like his driver's license, and he was 16, so he wasn't technically supposed to have anybody in the car yet. Dude, it was a whole fucking thing, dude.
Oh,
But
shit.
if he would have just listened to me and would have went straight home instead of been like, oh, I'm gonna make this turn, I think that's a cop behind us, let's see, and then started making all these crazy turns, and then the cop finally pulling us. Dude, you should just went straight home.
So it
bro.
was a cop though. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. I was like, dude, yeah, it is. Just fucking go home. Just go straight, because we were literally on a road that if we would have just kept going straight, we would have had to make one turn and we could have got to his house. But no, he was like, oh no, we're gonna go this way and then this way and then this way and this way and this way and this way. And then like he was doing a bunch of California stops, bro, because for some reason he was trying to lose him. I was like, well, dude, he doesn't have the lights on now, so if you just keep going, he probably won't pull you over. But if you start doing crazy shit, he's gonna pull you over. So what do? Did some crazy shit.
Yeah, for real. He just kept his foot on the crazy shit pedal.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, my parents were out of town, so I wasn't even technically supposed to be at his house that night. I was supposed to be at home, but somehow I talked my grandma until let me go over there. And yeah, dude, I ended up getting grounded for like fucking like 3 or 4 months or some shit. Good old days of getting in trouble where, you know, you'd be like, go to your room, you can't do shit, no TV, no computer, no phone, no nothing. You just read a book. I don't read books, so
write a story.
yeah. I don't even remember what I think that was at that time. Luckily, I still had my guitar, so I was just playing my guitar a lot. But yeah, dude. Anyway, fucking good times, dude.
Dude, we all had that friend too, right? The one that just made a bad decision almost every time.
I was that friend at certain times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like
and if you don't, you're that friend.
Yeah,
dude, there'll be like maybe one person that never does, and then everyone else will kind of go out random, and then there'll be one person that goes hard.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had that one buddy that went hard, dude, for sure.
Yep.
I've told you guys about him, Scum. He earned that name.
Yeah, dude. See, like I would be the one that would be like a random, really fuck up.
Yeah,
but I had a couple of friends.
Mine wasn't
like,
very often. I was usually just like around, you know, thereby fuck up by association. Sort of, yeah. And then there were times where, you know, sometimes my friends would end up being that because I fucked up by doing something stupid. But
you know, like, I always find
growing up.
Yeah, like I always find it funny that like one of those rebellious things was like breaking bottles and like breaking glass in an abandoned house, and I've always thought to myself as an adult, like, why was that ever fun as a kid?
Dude, just breaking shit.
Like, trust me,
breaking stuff that wasn't yours was always fun, dude.
Okay,
you know what? Fair. I actually never really liked it. I would like, you know, when I would like it if I was somewhere and they're like, yeah. So like my dad has this old beat up car and like if we can go fucking hit it with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
I think that I might have like done it once. I'm like, man, that kind of hurts my hands. And then just was like, I'm good.
See, like I would only break things that were already fucked up. Like I would never like go and purposely break things that weren't broken. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like one of those situations like, oh, this thing's fucked up. Let's smash it some more. Okay, cool. You know? But not like, oh, hey, man, let's go break these fucking perfectly good windows.
Right,
no,
well,
I'm cool on that. You guys can go do that.
I was just a piece of shit then, because I was the friend that was like, because I was the friend that was like, hey, this house is abandoned. It had a fire. Let's go throw rocks at the windows. And then my friends would be like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go do that.
All right, it's time to.
Well, like theoretically speaking, like that'd be the best scenario because you have the least likelihood of getting in trouble or charged. You know what I mean? If it's an abandoned house, at least you're not just like, oh, this fucking bitch cut me off last week. She doesn't even know where I live. I'm gonna go throw a rock through a window.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, I wasn't like malicious like that. It was just like, oh, like this house is all fucking burned out and like in disrepair. Like, you know, yeah. Or like, you know, similar to like James. Like I definitely remember that like you go out to like a hangout spot in the woods and there's like the old printers and the old TVs and like you want to throw rocks at that shit and smash it more. Like, yeah, I definitely did a lot of that. I remember there was one time that like. We
spent a lot of time in the desert when I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
And you can find a lot of weird shit and just stuff to break in the desert.
We have the woods out here, which the same thing. People dump shit in the woods, you know, and you like I remember living in the trailer park in Carver, and woods out there. There's a lot of cranberry bogs sprinkled all around the area, obviously, because it's Massachusetts is like the second largest producer of cranberries in the country, if not the entire world. And so what I found interesting is that as you explored those woods, you sometimes would stumble on migrant worker camps in those woods.
Like they were active or like previous?
As in like if you showed up during the season, they were active. If you showed up in off season, they weren't.
Okay.
Oh, dude, we had like a whole full on like homeless encampment sort of situation going off by like the riverbed where like kids that like I went to school with like literally lived in this fucking encampment situation. Like it
Like
was
when they were
crazy.
grown up, like not when
No,
you're
like as they were going to school, like that's where they lived.
wow.
Yeah, I didn't really know about it really until after the fact, but like, yeah, it's crazy
Address
shit.
was literally
That's
in our
crazy.
van down by the river.
Yeah, well, not only that, but like you'd be walking, like we would go hanging out down there and shit, like after like high school, just like fucking searching around just random places, and you'd find like people's fucking homeworks and shit from like school and like their fucking backpacks and shit.
You'd be like, oh my
Just,
God,
like left there or whatever.
I remember Bill Taylor.
Dude,
Whatever happened to
that's
that
wild,
kid?
though. I guess like there's probably only what 50 nights a year that it'd be below 30 or not even
not really, not too many.
like below 40. Would there be a decent amount or is it
Well, yeah, it gets down to like the 20s and 30s sometimes, but dude, they'd have like
it's like
full-on,
very
tents.
brief?
It'd be like tents and fucking shit like there, and it would be like campfires and all that shit. They'd just be like fucking permanently camping, bro.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
the
But
desert
still,
out
dude, how
there
could
can
you be
freeze.
a kid going to school and that? That's crazy. Good for them though. I mean, if they
know, dude.
if they survived it.
Yeah,
Dude, there's
that's
people that survive in way harsher conditions than out here and are homeless, bro.
like that's the thing.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's
Like,
for sure, dude. There's homeless people in Toronto. Gets
Yep.
fucking cold there.
yep, it's everywhere, and I think like that's one of the things that kind of blows my mind is like here in my town, they don't want to admit to it, but they want to admit to it. Like they know they have an issue and they need to take care of it and do something to help the homeless people in the area, but they don't want it to be completely noticeable that there was a homeless issue ever. So it's like, let's talk about it in quiet, and if we're gonna build a shelter, like let's not put it anywhere anyone will notice. It's like you can't do that. These are people who aren't gonna have cars. Like they need access to public transportation. They need access to basic amenities, banking, food, grocery, things like that. And I mean, if you're gonna try to move them to some part of town that's in the more rural area, like how are they supposed to do anything? They can't even get a job when they're unable to get to work. It's an interesting struggle that communities face, and I definitely do not have any answer for that one.
Dude, there's a lot of things that go on this planet I have no answer for, unfortunately. I guess some of the reasons why they're still going on is because people just generally don't have answers for that.
I mean, that's exactly it. We got money for bombs, but not money to help the homeless.
We got money for a lot of shit other than helping the homeless, bro. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
We got a lot of money to do a lot of other shit than things that matter, which is unfortunate.
Like that's like one of the negatives to living in a first world country, right? Is like that you think, okay, we're a first world country, we should have all these things in action and we should be doing this because we're considered first. And there's lots of things that slip by. There's lots of things that are definitely lacking the support that they deserve. It's unfortunate, but I guess you can only hope that like in the future those things will start to get taken care of. If they're not publicly, like there'll be privately people that are doing it. Like nonprofits will really be able to grow and grow and grow. I don't know. I think that's like where most of the stuff is nonprofits that they do for lots of things that are really lacking government funding. Mental health or suicide prevention or just like all sorts of different things that are like kind of in that.
Cancer research.
It's true. You know what? And I think it's good that we think about that too. That there are a lot of great nonprofits out there, and we can't forget to give to the people who are giving back to the communities that need the most. So yeah, I think that's.
I'm high as shit. I don't know about you
Dude,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like that's not even like a terrible spot to finish because like it's like we just bless you guys with some good vibes. I don't know how I could put you in a better spot from like that last little bit right there.
100%. 100%. I like it. So
This was a good sesh, boys.
with that, I think mission is accomplished. We had a great session. We're all fried. We talked about a variety of things. And we picked a motherfucking winner. Shout out to
Yeah,
Matt
dude.
Sinister.
Congratulations,
Winner,
Matt.
winner,
Yeah.
chicken dinner.
So that's
You better
extra
be
exciting.
rocking that thing next time I see you, Matt. Whenever you get it at least.
See, this is the hard part. By this point, we'll have known for a while.
Yeah, and we can't
Matt
say
does.
anything until.
So, congratulations, Matt. It sucked keeping this secret from you.
Yeah, but no, you could just send it, dude. Just send it. But like delay the send. So it's like they're like when he's like, yo, when's it gonna get there?
Oh yeah, he
I
might.
just want it, and
it
it's
might
like you get it like that Monday. Like,
yeah,
so
send
whatever-
it the Friday before, like the Friday before. So like next Friday, send it. That way, when this airs on Monday, it might show up that day. You know what I mean?
or Tuesday.
Or Tuesday.
Oh, I like your thinking.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Oh,
anyways,
shit.
congratulations, Matt. Thank you, and thank you to all of our
Yeah.
other patrons.
Hold
We
on
appreciate
though.
you.
Do you have his information?
I
Wait,
think you have to put it in through Patreon.
If not, I might have it.
We'll
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure that out.
We know somebody that's got it.
Yeah, we can make these things happen.
I know a
Clever
guy.
people.
I know a guy that knows a guy.
Nice.
Yeah, we got this. Anyhow, Uncle Chris, why don't you go ahead and close it on out?
All right. Well, I just want to thank everybody for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed your time, if you seshed during it or not. If you guys ever want to know how to mix e-liquid, feel free to come by KVTV's YouTube channel on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. You can check me and Sean and James all out on Frames Janko Vapors YouTube channel on Friday nights at 8 o'clock. Also, if you guys want to find any information about this podcast, some of our sponsors, some of the coupon codes we have, the link to our Patreon, all that stuff, it's at shedtimepodcast.com. And lastly, I will plug myself, and I'll say if you guys want to try any UC testing grounds, feel free to go to UncleChrisTestingGrounds.com, use the coupon code Shedtime, save yourself a little bit. And I just recently dropped 3 new flavors, so if you want to check some of those out, feel free. And I think that the code does work for everything on the site. So by all means, check it out. And I will finish with saying, everybody out there, live your best life. James, take it away.
Well, shout out to all the Shedheads out there. Appreciate you guys all for coming and hanging out with us tonight. You know, it was a good day. It was a good time, good session. I'm feeling good. Hopefully you guys are too. No, but in all seriousness, guys, thank you guys for all coming and hanging out. Thank you to all the patrons. Shout out to Matt Sinister once again, dude. Hopefully you enjoy that amazing tenacious unicorn that Ashton and the boys came together on that whole collaboration of coding colors and all that stuff. I think
and an ardent too, right? Or is there no ardent?
Yeah, I don't know if there's an ardent, but there is a cap. So if you've got an ardent, you can just throw that cap on there, which I think you might. Maybe. If not, we might be able to take care of that. But anyways, thanks to all the other Patreons. Stay tuned for more giveaways and stuff in the future. Stay tuned for, the video end of the podcast. So if you guys want to check out the video, go check out the Patreon as well. Like Chris said, there's an amazing discount code for his website as well. If you guys want to go try out some of those new flavors, I just put in an order myself in last night for some of those, and grabbed a couple bottles of the PBCC as well, just to keep myself stocked up on that UC testing grounds, because that shit's delicious. So go over there, go check that out. Of course, like you said, you can catch us on Fridays over on my YouTube channel for the green room. We do build offs, we do Shedhead sessions and all that good stuff. And of course, we do some random just topic conversations from time to time. If you guys have any ideas or anything you'd like to throw away, You can also hit us up at thegreenroom.shedtime@gmail.com. Send your emails over there. And then, of course, you can catch me on my YouTube channel just doing, random vape reviews, builds, stuff like that. If you guys are interested, go check that out. And then, of course, you'll catch us here doing the damn thing every Sunday in the shed. And and as I always do, sending out positive vibes, crisp high fives. And as always, let's just shed time our faces off.
Excellent. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, one last time, a big shout out to our winner chicken dinner, Mr. Matt Sinister himself. Very, very, very excited to finally get some giveaways rolling. And if you guys want to get in on them, head out over to shedtimepodcast.com, hit the link, get you right to the Patreon. You can sign up. It's a great time. You'll be able to watch the whole shebang, this whole shit show in true HD. Oh my God, look at me. Yeah.
In 720. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks.
To be fair. Yeah, to be true fair, it's not real true HD. Anyhow, but yeah, in all seriousness, guys, you can go check it out if you want to. If you don't, you've always got us on all your favorite streaming platforms in audio form. So with that, I'm going to bring it to a close like I always do. Remember, don't let the best get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick, and whatever it is that you do, be sure to have some fun. It's the Shed Time Podcast, and we're going to roll on up and roll on out.
Dynavap. Looking to cut the cord on your dry herb vape? Dynavap. Trying to get the best taste from your herb? Dynavap. Ready to take your sesh to the next level? Then meet Dynavap, the best way to vape your flower or concentrate. Concentrates? That's right, your flower or hash can be vaped using Dynavap. Check out Dynavap.com to learn more. That's Dynavap.com. Lose the ash? Dynavap.
What's going on, Shedheads? It's your boy, Frames Janklin. Are you looking to step up your match game or have a raw copper, brass, or stainless mod or RDA that you're absolutely tired of polishing? Then you need to go and hit up my man Ashton of Palmer's Powders. He does some absolutely amazing powder coating work. He offers many different colors and finishes at an absolutely killer price. This man is taking powder coating to a whole new level, and he can make your setup an absolute masterpiece. You can go follow him over on Instagram at Palmer's Powders, and you can go check out pricing on his website, palmerspowders.com. That's palmerspowders.com. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sean Tyven, the Angry Hippie, and I'm back at it again. We're here today to talk about Unicorn Vapes Inc., a fantastic Canadian company who's making outstanding vape hardware. If you're looking for a fantastic, high-quality mechanical device or an excellent RDA, and you're looking for it at a fantastic and affordable price, look no further than Unicorn Vapes Inc. You can get your Unicorn Vapes Inc. products at areliquid.com. That's areliquid.com. Check them out today.
I want you to think of your favorite rebuildable right now. Yeah, okay, so you have a layer cake in your hand, and now you're about... Oh, sorry, yeah, that's not everyone's favorite. That's just mine. So think of your favorite rebuildable atomizer. Think about how good of a vape it produces for you. Now, take that and amplify it. And the way that you amplify that is you put in some Breezestone coils. Breezestone coils are handcrafted in Adelaide, Australia. They're made from some of the finest quality wire that you can get. I believe it's wire Buddha. You take those coils, you take them out of that phenomenal packaging that clearly shows how much care that Adam puts on the quality of his coils and the insurance that you get them in good shape. You put them in that favorite RDA, and guess what? You have coils that now sing better than Celine Dion. Go check out Breezestone coils. You can find them on localvape.com and also steelvalleyvapors.com. Solid. Sean, is there somebody like outside at your place like playing music?
Oh, the neighbors are having a grand old time.
Yeah. I was hearing at one point, I was like, yo, is that coming from me? And I'm like looking to see if I can find like a tab that I have open that's playing music.